Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 26th of January, and this is the Three Little Pigs swing trading strategy and the no indicators trend trading strategy in the live markets. The Three Little Pigs, it's a strategy available here on the website. It's under the free products here. The indicator that I will use on my charts today is the Three Little Pigs swing trade indicator, works on MT4 charts only. And you can get that over here on the website under products and Three Little Pigs swing trade indicator. And lastly, I'll walk through the no indicators trading strategy. We're up over 3,000 pips on the three pairs we follow on a 4-hour chart on a regular basis. And you can find that over here under the products on the website as well. So into the markets, and first up, the 8 pairs that we trade and gold on Three Little Pigs. So Aussie dollar, we're in this trade from last Wednesday around the 8086 mark. We can't lose money here now because we're almost trailing our stop at break even here. So nicely positioned here. This is quite familiar pattern here, so quite similar here for the next 2 or 3 pairs we're going to look at. So nicely positioned here. So the downtrend here is quite strong on the weekly chart. Looks like we should get a bit of reversion back here to the moving average, the long-term moving average on the weekly. So may not see a big run here, but if we do, and this trend continues downwards, we're in the market and we'll make a profit from it. So we can't lose on this trade really, because by the time this does retrace, if it does, our trailing stop will be in the money. So no fear of losing any money on this trade. Euro GBP, it's quite similar pattern to Aussie dollar here, and Euro JPY, Euro USD will be quite similar as well. So we're in this trade from Thursday. I think it was this candle here where we got in, or this one of these 2 candles here. So once again, we're unlikely to lose any money here. Even if this does retrace straight away, the moving average will mean that we're in the money. So positioned again here, Euro GBP, you'll all be familiar with, is on a big downtrend here at the moment. So that's likely to continue with all of the money that's being printed now. So if it does continue now and just drops down and breaks this low here, we're going to make some nice money. We're involved and we're not likely to lose any money on this trade either. Euro JPY, similar story. So here's the entry here. We made some nice money here. This was the late entry on Euro JPY where we waited for the weekly trend to catch up. The daily was of course down, and then the weekly turned over as well. So we got quite a late entry here on the 4-hour, something like 20-30 candles or so after the original signal. But we got in and we still made some nice profit here. A couple of losing trades and back in here on this one. And once again, possibility that we can lose money on this trade, but if it does roll over from here and continue this move down, then this moving average will obviously follow it, and our trailing stop behind the moving average, if you're using the trailing stop taught on the one-on-one course. Again, unlikely that we'll lose money on this trade, and we're positioned should we get the nice downtrend to continue. Euro USD, as I say, similar story here for these first 4 pairs at least, where we're back in the market on this candle here, and so with an entry here somewhere around about 11462. We're almost in the money at the moment, but for sure, if this does retrace, we'll be break even at worst. If it does continue heading down towards parity, which many are calling for in the market here, for parity from the euro against the dollar, if it does head down there, we're positioned nicely again. So we're looking for moves south here on all of these pairs. So we're in the trades and hopefully take part in any move down. So cable's been quite choppy here. We've given a bit of money back to the market here over the last well, this year we made some money at the beginning of January, and given quite a bit of it back here when we've had a few false signals. Very choppy here. Finally broke this 1.5 level that we've been looking at since December, and now it's holding here. You know, this is quite a significant number here for the pound against the dollar. So if this 1.5 level doesn't hold and we break this low, we're positioned here with a short trade from the entry here. And if this does punch through 1.5 in any significant way, we'll be making money all the way down. So nicely positioned. We're in the money here already, so nothing to worry about. Pretty safe trades here all across the board as we wake up this morning. USD CAD, I commented in this on the weekly report. So entry down here, and at these levels we're up about 25% at the moment. With the trailing stop in place, I think we've locked in about 12 or 13% based on 2% risk per trade. So is it worth taking some profits here? Certainly. When I seen this, I took half of the position off here, and now I'm just trailing half of my position on this trade. So I think I took about 18% profit. It was about 8 or 9 times the initial risk anyway. So I took half of my trade off the market here, and now we're just nicely positioned. Even if we do get a pause here and a consolidation or pullback, hopefully we can then see it push higher, and you know, we're still trailing the stop and should be another nice trade. USD Swiss, not touching this at the moment. It's just, there's just crazy behavior here, so I won't be touching USD Swiss. It's a confirmed downtrend, and you know, it's plain to see it's obviously downtrend here, but I won't be taking these signals, and we're unlikely to see any long signals for quite some time here, so at least 1 or 2 weeks I would suggest. So just let USD Swiss do its thing, and probably best just avoid it for now. USD JPY, we're choppy here. The weekly is one of the best weekly uptrends. In fact, we've never ever, I made this 3-pig strategy available in 2013. So this uptrend since then means that all we've done is made nice profits on the long side here on USD JPY. We've never ever taken a short trade on the 3-pig strategy on USD JPY, just basically because we've never traded below the weekly moving average, and unlikely that we will do, as we're over 2,000 pips away or something. At least, sorry, 1,000 pips away from the moving average at the moment. So never taken a short trade here, so nothing for us to do here except for wait for the daily to catch up again, which is looking likely, hopefully this week, and then we'll get back involved here on the 4-hour time frame once we get a valid signal. We've actually had a valid signal, so if we do get the a 4-hour candle close and both of these are up, we'll be taking the late entry. Well, I will be. Onto gold. As you all know, it's not something that I really trade. It was a late entry here. This looks like a great trade, but we were actually waiting for the weekly to catch up here. So the entry was, I think it was this candle or this one. So hasn't been a really great trade, even though it looks like it. But now we've had this retest of the moving average. A new signal here on the 4-hour could mean that we get a nice trade and look to push through this 1300 level. Perhaps the market's going to come back and test the 1200 again. I don't know, but at the moment we're waiting for a new long signal here so we can get involved in gold, those that like to trade it. Now I'll just move over to NITS and finish off this session. Those of you watching this on YouTube after the event, not watching it live, if you look up here, there's a subscribe button. It means that you won't miss any notifications for future live sessions, and you'll also be informed when we post any live sessions up onto YouTube after we've presented them. No change from the weekly report. Those that read it, you know, the good old-fashioned hard copy version. So We broke this low here late last week and just moved the stop loss down to here. So we're up here something like 1,000 pips at these levels. So our entry was way back here at the 1.6 level, and we're down at 1.5 now. So we're good for 1,000 pips here and something like about 800 locked in. We did have a reasonably big stop, 400 pips or something, but nevertheless, it's still nice to get these nice long runs and start the new year with a positive balance. Euro USD, this one's up about 800 pips at these levels as well. So I mentioned at the beginning, we're 3,000 pips up here on our 3 trades, that the popular pairs that we follow. This is good for about 800 at these levels. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've moved our stop 5 times. Technically, we've broken the low here from Friday when we gapped down this morning. But for me, this just isn't enough for me to say, right, this is a new high. This is where the bulls are in charge. Just need to see this consolidate, hopefully break this low, and then I can drop the stop loss down again. But really, at the moment, I'm just happy that this is the level where the bulls take control and where I want to get involved again on the long side. And in the meantime, I'll just wait for this price action to either take me in that direction on the long side, or I'll wait for it just to break this low here now. And if it does, then I will move my stop down accordingly. Euro JPY, another great trade, good for about 1,200 pips or something at these levels. Entry way back here at 145 level, and we're down below 133 here. And a similar story to Euro USD, we gapped down here, did break the low, made a new low, but at the moment, really, this low was broken, moved the stop to here, and I can't see any reason yet, again, to move my stop from here, because this really is where the bulls run out of puff. So if they can push back through this level, that's where my long order is, and my current stop loss is down here. So that's about it. Thank you all for your time, and thank you for watching, and all the very best to all of you.